getting stung. So, it'd be like getting into a beehive or something, getting stung 10,000 times.
You can't kill him.
Yeah. Just trying to save your hive.
Ants.
Yeah, or ants.
I wonder if they swim because people jump in the water to hide from stuff like that.
I don't know. I'll let you know. And again, just
That's cartoon.
we have the same. Yeah, we have the same. We have the same problem that John does in that we don't have a context for this. We don't have anything that we can
wardrobe.
Yeah, that we could look to and say, look, that's what it's like. That's what they are right there. So John is just saying, okay, the wings are like this, the tail's like this, the chest is like this, the head is like this. He's trying to describe. He's doing his darn best, but they're just difficult to describe. These are bizarre. These are bizarre
Hard
things.
to imagine with everything he tells you.
Yeah, they really are. And I googled like somebody that drawn pictures of it. You can imagine this creature that's got a face and long hair and and it's just they just look creepy.
It says they're beautiful though.
Yeah. No, it doesn't say they're beautiful.
No.
It says they have hair like a woman. That may mean that they are seductive or beautiful in some way. Fascinating, perhaps.
Oh, because you have beautiful fur.
Without long.
And John has only seen Jewish women, so they may not be beautiful.
Right. He's only seen eyes.
Right.
So also these locusts have a king. There's a king.
The locust king?
Yeah, the locust king. These locusts have a king. That is.
He has a bigger crown.
That's important because Proverbs 30:27 says the locusts have no king, but these locusts have a king. So these are not normal locusts again.
Why do you keep saying the instead of they? Oh, never mind.
They locusts have no king.
She did. I read it wrong.
There's
the
a one. There was
says
one.
the have.
Yeah,
a
the
measure
have
of
measure of authority over the
I
earth.
just copy and
Sorry.
paste what he wrote.
All right. So these locusts have a king, but normal locusts don't have a king. But these do. Revelation 9:11 says they have as king over them the angel of the bottomless pit. His name in Hebrew is Abaddon, and in Greek he is called Apollyon. Both Abaddon and Apollyon.
Like a bad one.
A bad one, yeah, that's right. Both Abaddon and Apollyon mean destroyer. Abaddon is destroyer in Hebrew, Apollyon is destroyer in Greek. So this is a bad dude. Job associates him with Sheol. Job 26:6 says Sheol is naked before God, and Abaddon has no covering, so he's associated Abaddon with Sheol. So this is a guy that has been trapped under the earth for millennia with the other angels that have been trapped. And he is released with these other angels to go out and cause havoc on the earth. This isn't Satan.
This guy is.
Yeah.
He's released with the locusts.
Yes, he's the king of the locusts.
Oh. Wow.
And
What is Sheol? Because
Sheol it can mean a variety of things. It literally means the grave, but it symbolically means the afterlife a lot of times. It just depends on the context that it's used. So this isn't Satan. This is somebody that's under Satan and kind of the demonic hierarchy.
Like Satan made him king of the locusts.
Yeah, Satan. Yeah, he was probably higher.
These aren't the locusts aren't from Satan.
These locusts are demons, so they're under Satan's authority.
Go back to where they were chained and they were released.
No, that's
They
already
were.
there.
So the angels just let them go. They were already Satan's.
Yeah, they
The
fell.
angels
they fell
just
when
actually
Satan
said,
fell.
"Okay, you're
They
free
fell
to-"
when Satan fell, and God chained them in these with these chains so that they were not allowed to roam upon the earth until this time. Yes.
Is every demon a fallen angel?
Yes. Every demon is a fallen angel.
And they were all in heaven.
There's no like demons. Did they mate or anything?
No.
Like, so they're
And
demons that
Satan
aren't
can't.
angels.
Satan's
Angels
not
can't mate.
creative.
Yeah, Satan
What's
can
the word
create
about sex?
every a third. We're going to get to this too, but a third of all the angels. At the Great Rebellion, a third of all the angels followed Satan and fell from earth, and those are the fallen angels.
That's a crap load of angels.
Of course, yeah, it's a lot of angels. That's why I think a lot of them were put in there. There was too many. There needed to be some for God's plan to unfold, but some of the demons were put in these chains. They were put in the bottomless pit and are being released now. So back to Abaddon or Apollyon. This isn't Satan. This is some very powerful demon that was put in charge of the bottomless pit. He's kind of the king of the bottomless pit. Those demons that were put aside, he was probably the highest ranking one in that pit.
He's like Saruman.
Does he have control over, or does God give each one of them what they're supposed to do? Their definition.
We don't
interesting.
Like somebody said a minute ago that Satan made this king to be the king. Did Satan make him the king, or God can?
Who knows? Probably what's
God's
happening
obviously
is this
given
is
him the permission.
yeah. Obviously, God's given him permission as
His
will,
authority.
but probably what's happened is the same basic structure.
He probably held an authoritative
Yeah,
position.
yeah.
as an
That
angel.
same governmental structure that the angels have. That basic structure was probably kept at the fall, and this Abaddon was the highest ranking angel that was put into the pit. So he's kind of put in charge of the pit. And again, when you say stuff like that, the Bible's not real clear about how angels are organized and stuff.
So we should
So,
preach it.
so a lot of it is just conjecture. It's pretty solid conjecture. I don't think I've told you anything that's unbiblical. But if we get to heaven, we discover that things are some different way. Then, just
I'm gonna tell him it was you.
just take that with a grain of salt.
That guy said.
Right. He disagrees with you guys. So Abaddon, Apollyon is released. These locusts are released. These demons are released upon the earth, and all of this destruction takes place. No, Abaddon and Apollyon are the same guy.
Oh.
It's Abaddon in Greek and Apollyon in Hebrew.
It's backwards.
Actually, the other way around. Whatever. So these locusts and this king of the locusts are able to go out and wreak havoc on the earth. And yeah, you guys have heard of Locust King and stuff like that. And are you seeing that a lot of your science fiction, a lot of your fantasy, a lot of the different types of fiction that you've been exposed to, a lot of it is straight out of this book.
Like Lord of the Flies.
Lord of the Flies is that's Beelzebub. That's
Based off of Lord of the Locusts.
Yeah. So and finally, verse 12: the first woe is past. Behold, two woes are still to come. And so that's what we have to look forward to over the next little while. Two more woes, two more trumpet judgments, and two more times for God to pour out His wrath on the earth, and two more times where God graciously gives people a chance to repent. And as bad as this is, it's important to remember that God uses this wrath the same way that He uses pain and torment and trials and whatever in our life today. If we're not saved, the reason we have painful experiences that's God shouting at us. As bad as it is, as bad as this pain is that you're going through, it's nothing compared to what awaits you on the other side. Repent. And if we are saved, then He uses pain to remind us that as bad as this is, you've got a greater hope that you look forward to. We don't go through things in despair. We don't ever have to grieve to the point of despair. We don't ever have to be scared about what's going to come or what's going to happen. God holds us, God sustains us, and God has a reward for us that we can look forward to. And that's where our hope is. We don't put our hope in this world so that when pain and trials and stuff comes, we despair of life. Our hope isn't here. Our hope isn't in this short 80, 100 years that we're given in this life. Our hope is in the next life where we'll live eternally with God. And there won't be any hardship, and there won't be any trials. And we go through our trials and hardships now to prove ourselves, to show ourselves as saved, to show ourselves as worthy of the grace of God. Not that we are worthy, but to show ourselves that we are saved, and to bring glory to our God, bring glory to our Savior. You have a question?
I should know this before because I think I asked this before, but the rapture happens,
Verse 4, or chapter 4.
right? And then the second coming, second
chapter
coming
20.
and the rapture are not the same thing, right? We've been over that. Okay.
Yeah.
And
Right
how
about
far
16
in are we to this point? We're
I think we're 5 months away from the
second coming. Okay. So they're almost to the end of.
We're getting there. And if you kind of had a kind of timeline in your head, a lot of the timeline stuff we don't know, but if you've seen it, those first couple seal judgments took a relatively long time to unfold. The first 3.5 years of the tribulation was the first 4 or 5 seal judgments. That was the first 3.5 years. And then the second half, 3.5 years, the Great Tribulation, things are getting much, much faster and much, much worse. We had 2 seal judgments. We've had 5 trumpet judgments to go. We've got 2 more trumpet judgments that are going to take place in the last 5 months. 7 more bowl judgments that are going to be poured out. And there's just tons and tons of stuff. And it gets is that when Jesus comes, he comes to a world in absolute turmoil. And this place is just torn